All right, what's happening, yo? Chris, the light skin legend, back with another post game presser review. We got Jerry Jones talking to the people after this Sunday's loss to the Eagles. Let's get to it, shall we? Jerry, it's on you.
I'll answer your questions, but last two games here, we've had 5 turnovers each game.
5 turnovers. Can't win that way, Jerry. I know you know, but you can't win that way.
We played a team. It was a good team out there today. We got some more of them to play too. But you can't win games turning the ball over 5 times. So that's what we've got.
Jerry, is this as frustrated as you've been with the team in this situation?
Well, I'm just frustrated like everybody else is, but since I had a lot to do with what we're seeing, then it's the proper frustration as far as I'm concerned, that we're just not playing in a way, especially when you play a team that is the caliber of teams that we're.
I like it, Jerry. You're accepting blame. You're taking accountability. You're the one that put this team together, and this is what it looks like. I like it, Jerry. I like it. That's strong by you, man. It takes a real man. It takes a real man, a better person, a stand-up guy to take that. And you're doing it. Because obviously you put this team together. This is your team. You're the owner. I like it. Accountability. I love it.
We're playing out here, and Philadelphia's a high-caliber team, and we're not up to them, and that's troubling. And we've got to look at all the things that have happened. But I'll just say this right now: 5 turnovers over the last 2 games, and I don't know what we're drinking in the third quarter as we come out, but it's not working.
You're drinking Hennessy. You're drinking Four Loko. You're drinking Mad Dog 2020. That's what the hell y'all drinking. That's why it looks like this. All right, sober up, guys. Get in that locker room. Y'all got to sober up because this ain't cutting it.
Jerry, can you confirm that Dak will have season-ending surgery?
I won't know because we're still evaluating him.
That's a HIPAA question, man. I'm not about to break no laws, man. That's HIPAA, man. But for gambling purposes, I need to know.
You still have hope for the season that things can turn around?
Well, listen, I don't even understand not having hope. Now, we've got...
You got to have hope, man. If you don't have hope, what do you have? All right? You have nothing if you don't have hope. You got to have hope. I'm a Raider fan. I have hope, damn it. I hope that we get the first overall pick without tanking, of course, because we're just that trash anyway. But you got to have hope. Jerry's right, man. You got to have hope. You got to have faith in something. In something. You got to believe.
What, 8 more ball games? If you'll help me with my arithmetic here, since I can't do some other things right. So bottom line is that we've got 8 ball games. That used to be 80% of a college season. That's a lot.
Listen, man, you got 8 more ball games, man, to figure this thing out. You might not figure it out. It might be over with. It might be over with. Cooper Rush, yeah, you all right, man. But I know we expected something different from you. You've been here before. You've come in the reliever position, man, to win a few games. Trey Lance ain't going to do it. Hell, I don't even think Trey Lance can even play. Sheesh.
A lot of football left. We've got a lot to work on that we can do better than that. But we were within striking distance as we came out for the third quarter, and that's very disappointing that we did all the things we did and end up with a game like that.
If Dak cannot come back, how much does that hurt your hopes for this season?
Well, I don't I want to deal in hypotheticals, but anybody that loses their top quarterback has some adjustments to make, and they're usually adjusting uphill. And so,
yeah, I mean, you're going to have to make some adjustments, and let's be honest. When your starter goes out, it's not every day, man. Kurt Warner come out, all right? You're not going to have someone just come save the season. I mean, that's what you hope when someone comes in. You know, when a backup comes in, you expect them to at least play up to the standards of an NFL quarterback or whatever the hell position it is. You want them to play to a good, you know, not a high standard. I can't even be real. I can't even say that because we know you're a backup for a reason. But what we want you to do is not turn over the ball. No stupid mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, but you try to hope not make the big one, like throwing some pick sixes. You just want your backup to come in and try to win a few games, right? You got 8 games left. Hey, man, can you win at least 4 of those? But if Dak says he taking a surgery and he ain't coming back this year, man, then it's over with anyway. But that's what you want. You want your backup to come in to play like a starter. That's it. Just play like a starter. Not mediocre starter, just like a solid starter. That's it.
So I thought that basically we'd look better tonight without Dak. I thought we'd look better on offense than we looked without Dak. I've seen Cooper play better than we played tonight. Philadelphia's got a lot to do with that. That's what it is.
Jerry, what role do you feel like coaching played in these losses, and where does your confidence on the coaches stand?
Well, again, everybody's got a hand in this, and we all know that the players play the game, and we know the closest ones to them are the coaches. Closest one to them are the people that hire the coaches, and so everybody's got a role in this. Everyone does.
Everybody got a role. Coach Mike McCarthy. Let's be real, man. You're a lame duck coach. You know, you're on your last year of your deal. It's a wrap. It's pretty much a wrap. Unless you could do something miraculous and get to the playoffs from here. Okay, hey, you know what? You know, if the players start playing enthused, you might can save your job. Or it just might be over. Jerry might say, you know what? We got to bring in some fresh meat. Pause. Okay? We're definitely going to pause that. But we got to bring in some young talented dudes, man. Some young, fresh minds with this new style of throwing the ball all over the yard type, you know? So it might be a wrap, just period.
By the way, that's no solace to have somebody step up here and say to the fans, that's my fault. I'll take this one. What does that do? That doesn't win the ball game. And so I'm not trying to put that BS out either.
Jared, do you feel like
But you are trying to sell tickets. We know that.
Cooper Rush or Trey Lance? Do you feel like Trey Lance or Cooper Rush are able to turn this around, or do you feel like you have to go outside the organization at quarterback?
Well, we're going to have to play better than we're playing right now. I don't know that there's answers outside the organization. But
there's no answers outside of the organization at this point. What free agent that is sitting on the couch that's going to come in and turn this thing around? I'm waiting. Nobody. Okay? Nobody. That's just what it is. You got what you got. This is what we have in the building. All right? Can you make this work? Figure it out. Somebody got to figure it out.
But we're flat going to have to play better at all positions than we play tonight. It's good to have Parsons back. I thought he gave us a lift there. And, of course, he's wonderful to have on the field. But, one player can't get it done. It takes a team.
How do you evaluate Zeke's performance?
Well, again, I don't want to single anybody out there tonight to separate anybody from the herd there tonight on how they played. I don't see that. It's not the thing to do to single out someone that might have had a rather than the rest F's and D's, somebody had a C-. Who cares about that?
Respect. I'm not throwing him under the bus. Yeah, he fumbled the rock. You know what I'm saying? Inside the 5. Could have went in for a score. But I'm not going to single him out. I like that, Jerry. That's right. I'm not throwing nobody under the bus. Now, when I go into that locker room to address the team, because Jerry probably going to go in that locker room and address the team. He is. He's damn near a coach. He going to go down there. Hey, Zeke, hey, yo, bro. I didn't bring you back for this nonsense. Hold on to that damn ball.
Do you think you would have been better offensively, Jerry, even without that?
Excuse me?
Do you think you would have been better offensively
Yes,
without that?
absolutely. Yes. without Dak. I thought we would be much more, substantially better. Yes, we did. Because I don't know why we weren't, but I've seen us be better with Cooper at quarterback. And so I was looking forward to that. He brings some good stuff to the table. And now we're reminded that he didn't have as good a game his last game against Philadelphia, that when he did come back and had a good streak for us. But Philadelphia was a menace for him. But Philadelphia's a good team.
Hey, listen, man, I understand, Yeah, Cooper, we thought, hey, he's going to come in, do his thing like he did that 1 year or 2 years ago when he had to come in for Dak and went on that little run. Yeah, I'm sure Jerry thought that, we'll be okay. We'll be all right. Hey, maybe Cooper got to knock the rust off. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think so, but, hey, you gotta believe. Got to have faith. Got to have hope in something.
What does today's performance tell you about Dak's role in this team and what he's been doing this season?
Well, what do you mean?
Given that you saw what the team looked like without Dak, how do you when you look at the difference, what do you think about Dak's role?
I don't want to be sarcastic, but you got the same arithmetic I've got? We've won 3 games.
Do you have the same arithmetic I got? We won 3 games. That's with Mr. Prescott. So if you see something different, you let me know. Hey, if your math ain't mathing or my math ain't math, let me know.
With Dak. Okay, so I'm just saying we weren't playing well with Dak at all. So there's a lot to work on here, and we all are aware of that, and it's very concerning, and it should get the kind of concern that we have to give it. That's all there is to it. It's not acceptable.
What options do you think you have to change the equation?
Again, I don't know what those are. There's a lot of options. Whether or not they change the equation for the positive, that's the issue.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, so all right, cool. I fired a coach midseason. I mean, that's an option, but does it work? Is it going to change? Are we going to make a run to the playoffs? Listen, man, you are what you are. You are what your records say you are. I don't think anything you do right now, if you make a drastic move like that, firing your coach midseason, I don't think that helps the Dallas Cowboys out at all. You are who you are. This is it. This is what it is. Okay? Look in the pantry. Okay, this is what we got. Okay, cool. I got to make some dinner out of this. I got to figure this out. That's that.
And so there's a lot of things you can do differently, but that wouldn't necessarily bring a positive result. But I've seen us play better than this. And I sure as heck have seen us play better in this game than we played in the third quarter and parts of the first and second quarter. But that's just not satisfactory. There's no illusion here.
Have you ever been able to put a finger on why you think these games, particularly here, have been so lopsided since the Green Bay game?
I have not, but, that's what's this, first time in how many years Philadelphia's won one here?
6, yeah.
6, okay, but I'm not loving it. They've got a good team. But absolutely no as far as what's going on. The better question is what are we doing at the half to let the water out of the tub?
Yeah. Coaching. He's talking to coaching right there. The halftime adjustments. What are we doing? We keep letting the bath water out the tub. Coaching. Adjustments. McCarthy, he's taking a jab. He's taking a jab at you. That's what it is. Like, coaching, what's going on? We up in it, and then all of a sudden, second half, something different. The water out the tub. That's some dirty bath water. That probably was some dirty bath water, so he let it run out. Shit, dirty bath water.
At the half on third quarter, that really is a puzzle.
How damaging did you think it was when you had a chance to take the lead after the turnover and you kicked the field goal instead of scoring a touchdown?
Yeah, instead of getting the touchdown, and we had a great shot, 1st and 10, I think, on about the 5 or 6, and a great shot at it. But, boy, that's how you maybe with a little less than your opponent at this time as a team. not having a quarterback, whatever you call it. That's how you win these kind of games, is when you get the ball on the 5 or 6 yard line, you do it. I thought we hung in there good after fumbling that ball on the second snap when we started the ball game. So I was feeling real good, frankly, as we went at the half, relative to what we are and relative to what Philadelphia is.
Jerry, you've had so many extenuating circumstances and injuries this year. How much does that factor into your evaluation of the coaching staff, Mike McCarthy in particular?
Well, I'm aware of
Man, injuries are part of the game. Everybody, man, go and look at everybody's roster. Injuries are part of the game, man. All right, we know some of your players are out. Hell, look at the Eagles. I'm pretty sure there's players out on that side too. But injuries are a part of it, right? And this is when, you want your backups to come in and play solid. That's it. So you can sit here and make the excuse, oh, well, the injuries, and listen, yada, yada, yada. Okay? Players are hurt across the league. Players are out for the year. Players are out for a week, whatever it is. But if you look at every team's injury report, yeah, man, there's injuries everywhere. But are you going to sit there and make that the reason, the excuse that, oh, we're 3 in this because of that? Of course. Well, okay. All right, cool. Now it just sounds like you're making excuses. Front of the jersey, man. It's about the front of the jersey, man. You still them boys, right? Are you still them boys or nah? No excuses.
the things that have happened to us and the degree, in my mind, how they've influenced things. And candidly, I take a lot of that in consideration when I'm looking at any individual, and in coaching especially. And but there is, in my mind, a lot of accountability when the receiver is having trouble getting open, or there has to be accountability directed to somebody that other than just the player. I do that. I really do that. And by the way, it's not without other people giving their input on how those players or how those coaches are coaching too. This isn't just stepping out here and me just doing it. You can imagine I've got a lot of people I counsel with.
Jerry,
I talk to a lot of people, man. I'm not just gonna make this decision, but still, it just sounds like McCarthy's done. He's gonna be out of there, and I get it. It is what it is. Like, yeah, he's gonna look at the situation. Okay, cool. We had a lot of this players out here and there, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna look at it, and I'm going to fire and hire who I need to. Hey, man, lame duck year, man. Then, you got 1 year left. It is what it is.
how much input do you offer in who starts at quarterback between Trey and Cooper and going forward?
Well, I want to see us win the games. I want to win the game. And so I want to do the things to win the game. And so I had hoped that Cooper Rush could come in here and have the kind of games that he did 2 years ago. And had reason to think that, and frankly, hope that something of that nature will happen again. This is not fun. This isn't pretty, and I thought we'd do better, frankly.
Jerry, you didn't answer the question, right? How much goes in? Do you make the call? Do you go tell Coach McCarthy, hey, start Trey Lance, or hey, start Cooper Rush? Okay, that's what they ask you. Now, look, you're the owner of the team, right? I'm pretty sure you suggest what you suggest. Hey, this is your team. You seem pretty hands-on, so it wouldn't be shocking or surprising to me if, you said, hey, man, start this dude. Now, I would start Cooper Rush anyway because we've seen that run he had. So I'm starting Cooper Rush anyway. Now, looking at Trey Lance, look, come on, let's be real. All right, played at a small school, COVID years, didn't really play. I mean, the Niners, look, John Lynch, Kyle Shanahan should be fired. But Purdy came through and saved the day. Because for them to give up all that draft capital to go get this dude, and this dude kind of turned out, I'm not going to call him a bust because he was kind of hurt. But he's kind of a bust. So with saying that, Hey, listen, let's be real. Trey Lance might not be able to play. Like, he might not be a player. Let's be real. He might not be a player. All right? He's on his rookie deal. It was a cheap little trade to get him, right, for, like, insurance purposes. But he might not be the deal. You know, he might not be the dude. All right, cool. Cooper Rush is starting. We seen Cooper in action. We seen him. He's starting. I get it. But, Jerry, did you make that call? Who cares, man? Listen, they picked the right dude to start. I'm not starting Trey Lance. Are you?
You've talked before about why you don't believe in an in-season coaching change. What's the threshold at which you think it is helpful, or what would change your mind, if anything?
Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting. I changed coaches in the season with Wade and have always regretted it. And as a matter of fact, I made a change with Chan Gailey for 2 years. I regretted that. That's not enough. You need to give yourself a chance. I've had a lot more rope than that.
Hey, listen, I'm going to let this dude coach it out. He's going to earn every single paycheck from here on all the way out until it's over. And then when the season is done, if we have no playoffs, we're not in the playoffs, we're not doing anything, yeah, he's done. But I'm not going to fire him mid-season, because what is that going to change? He's still on a one-year deal. Let him coach it out. Hey, if he can make a miracle happen, Cowboys get into the playoffs somehow, cool. Hey, might even decide to keep him. But if not, then he's pretty much. And listen, it's not like Jerry Jones is going to fire him. He's just going to let him. I'm just not going to offer him a new contract. His contract expired. His coaching regime is done. Let's usher in a new era. Jerry Jones don't got that much time, but you know, but I get it. Yeah, no, man, I'm not making no coaching changes right now. Shoot, earn this check, bruh. Earn this money.
In my time, I had nobody pulling that short on me.
That Wade team was 1-7, right? I mean, when you made that change.
Well, but still, what are we? 3-6. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's better math.
Hey, that's a little better than 1-7. We 3-6. So, hey, you know what? Yeah, so I'm definitely not gonna make a coaching change now. You know, these 3-6. We're okay. We're all right. We're better than that 1-7 when I fired old coach then. So there it is.
But I sure don't sit around and say, well, now you get -2 more and we're going to be in there. I really don't.
Yeah.
And no, I just, Mike's a heck of a coach. He's a great coach in my mind, and has and should.
He's a great coach in your mind. Hey, listen, I know he won the Super Bowl. Listen, you can't take it away. Okay? He had a great defense over there with Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, but that defense was it. You had my boy Charles Woodson over there, defensive MVP. But listen, man, you just don't forget how to coach all of a sudden. You know, you just don't, man. Like, they got to the playoffs last year, so you just don't forget how to coach. But it might be over with, though.
Could have the opportunity to do better than we're playing right now. So I'm, like I said, I haven't had good experience changing coaches in the middle of the season.
What would success look like for him over the rest of the season? Is it winning a certain number of games? Is it figuring out an offensive development? What do you want?
Playoffs. Okay, it all comes down to the playoffs. You got to get him to the playoffs. But we ain't going to talk about no contract extension unless he gets to the playoffs.
I see from Mike the rest of the season.
My criteria has always been how we're playing. Do we have an edge? Fundamentally, are we competitive? Are we competitive when we're down? Those kinds of things. Not as much, obviously, the score. What does Bill say? You are what the score tells you are, but still, you look at all of those things, and there's no fairness. Let me be real clear. Nobody's trying to be fair here. We're trying to win a game, and so those are the things I'm looking at to help be a part of decisions that could help us win a game. There's no joy here without winning games, and I'm very regretful to our fans. Very.
Thanks, Jerry.
So there we have it, yo. All right, it's about It's about results. All right? It's a bottom line business, man. It's about these games being won. It's about winning. All right? If we're not winning games, then, hell, you know what it is. You know what time it is. Coaches are gone. Staff is gone. All right? New regime time. We got to bring in a new regime to come in here and do this. You might need a new general manager, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, folks, that's it for me. I'm Chris the Light Skin Legend, man. And I'll get at you at the next video. Peace.